Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rise. We're back here at Brandon Volkswagen, and I have that four-door sedan that still brings turbocharged power. It's this vehicle right here. What is it? It's a 2024 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. But before we get into, like I said, this turbocharged, fun driving sedan, let's talk about what's going on here. It seems that everybody and their mother is getting rid of sedans. No more sedans. Everything's about SUVs. Well, guess what? Volkswagen is still bringing the Jetta, and they're still bringing performance, sporty, compact car performance. Now, this car would be a perfect competitor against the Honda Civic Si. Now, what's fascinating, though, is that with the Jetta, they're actually going to give you your way. And what I mean by that is you could either get a 6-speed manual transmission or a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, automated dual clutch transmission. On the Civic Si, there's only one way, or the highway, and that's the 6-speed manual. Now, compared to the GTI, this one, though, has some differences. And the differences are a little dated. We're gonna find out what you think about it. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into this 2024 Jetta GLI and see, is it the sedan to buy over the Civic Si? Let's go ahead, let's dive in and find out. Right off the bat, the size. It's a little bit larger, a little bit longer, a little bit wider than your Civic Si, but the good news is you're also gonna get more horsepower. Now, at the front of the business, I like the way Volkswagen does their headlight housings. Very angular. You got a little bit of that LED daytime running lamp. The turn signals, I'm gonna have to zonk, are old-fashioned light bulbs, but you do have LED projector beam headlights, and I like the way they put that textured design on the interior. Working your way down, you do have what could have been functional, but they're fake corner vents. I like the way they look. It gives it a nice aggressive look, and it gives it another place to put some of that red trim. But why, oh why, would you not make that an air curtain to help flow some air? Or even if you filled it up with fog lamps, LED fog lights, at least it would actually do something rather than just look good. So let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. There's also this corner here, which is also fake as well. But as we come across the front grille, you got that traditional red trim and the GLI badge. That is what you always find, the red badge with the trim. If you've ever wondered what does GLI stand for, it stands for Grand Luxury Injection. Different from the GTI, which stands for Grand Touring Injection. Of course, we have that updated Volkswagen badge, fully functional up top, fully functional down below, and I like the way they just went flat black with the grille. And you get this really nice flat black splitter that looks good, but it is also a functional piece of aero. And then just a little splattering of gloss black up top and in the center here. But comparing this to the front end of a Civic Si, what do you think looks better at the front? This Jetta GLI or the Civic Si? Let me know in the comment section. Now, as we rise up, I do like the slight mini bulge going on the hood. Volkswagen always has those crisp, straight lines. Must be a German thing, because it really just so crisp and it always looks so great. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working? Wheel and tires. So you're gonna find these nice polished aluminum with the gloss black. It's kind of got that spinning design of a wheel. And if you're wondering what's the size of this wheel, 18-inch wheel, you're gonna have the brakes off the GTI, so those bright red calipers. And you're getting rotors that are about 13.7 inches in diameter up front, and you get a limited slip diff. Comparing that to the Si, it's pretty much mono-e-mono. Same kind of braking technology, and also both of them have a limited slip diff, and both of them are, of course, front-wheel drive. Tires are 225 on the width, 40 series sidewall. But let me know how you like the look, if you like the look of the Volkswagen wheel better than the wheel, the flat black wheel that's on the Civic Si. Coming down the side, you do get a little bit of GLI badging. I wish that they went gloss black on the shiny trim. If this is a sportier vehicle, why are we putting shiny chrome style trim on it. I have no idea. But you're gonna get your color matched on your mirror caps. And then up top, you do have a decent sized sunroof. My only zonk is paint the whole roof black so it looks all cohesive. See how they did it up front? This isn't glass, that's painted. So why not paint the back portion as well? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section. I'm definitely giving it a zonk. You have your side skirt extension, nice flat black, those crisp lines I was telling you about. We come towards the rear, we spin it around back. One of the things I'm confused about is why is there not a trunk-lid spoiler? A functional trunk-lid spoiler. The SI gets one. What you do get though is beautiful LED taillights, the GLI badge, and of course, so much history in the people's car, far from Nugan. Working our way down, I do like the slash cut, sort of oval opening of the dual outlet exhaust on both sides. But what do you think I don't like? Why is there this fake vent on the lower bumper area? Just make it smooth. It would have been just fine. Is anybody buying this car because of this look? I don't think so. But I'm gonna zonk it. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. But let's pop the hood and talk power of this GLI compared to the SI. All right guys, you do have a prop rod. We got the hood pop. There is a prop rod, but the good news is the Civic Si has one as well. Underneath the hood, good looking engine cover with the Volkswagen badge. What do we got going on? That's a 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine putting out 228 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque. If you want to know how much horsepower the Civic Si puts out, it's 200 horsepower even. This car has the 7-speed DSG, which is a dual clutch transmission, or you could get a 6-speed manual. Does have the limited slip diff, 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. Top speed is governed to 128 miles per hour. MPG's 27 in the city, 37 on the highway, and the vehicle weighs 3,300 pounds. So nice to see the turbocharged power, like I said, with the car being a little bit larger, a little bit heavier than the Civic Si, it's got more horsepower and more torque. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire up the Jetta GLI and hear what kind of sound it makes. All right, guys, we are inside this 2024 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. I know what you're saying to yourself. Well, Joe, thank you for reviewing cars that are more obtainable instead of just top premium supercars like some other car channels. I just got out of college. I want something sporty. I want something usable. How much is this one? So this Jetta GLI, the way that it's spec'd out with the 7-speed dual clutch transmission, the DSG, you're looking at an MSRP of $35,000. Pretty much tit for tat with the Honda Civic Si, but let's see how they compare on the interiors to the door panels. I love the modern style. Look at the way that they took, it almost looks like brush strokes of red, black, and gray in that trim. Very sporty. There is some gloss black, but if you're bullseye precise on the unlock and lock buttons, then you won't get fingerprints anywhere. Then they bring some red stitching into the middle, soft touch material, the armrest, and then that door pocket is a good enough size for 2 Big Macs and a Coca-Cola to wash it down. Now going from the door panel to the dash, we got the soft touch material. This stitching would have been nice if it was red to match what's on the door. We do have the Beats 400 watt 8-speaker premium sound system, and we got more of that nice classy material with the strokes. Something better than just gloss black or faux carbon fiber. Come on in, you're gonna be greeted to an 8-inch infotainment system screen. We do have our performance monitor with our sport gauges, and what's cool is it's easy to scroll through all the different gauges and how you wanna have them set up. Let me throw it into reverse. Backup camera does take up all 8 inches, but it's on the grainy side. And no, it's got the lines, but it doesn't move with the steering wheel, the trajectory line, so that's a little bit of a bummer. We do have our different drive modes, which let me X out of this. We do have our different drive modes: custom, eco, comfort, normal, and sport. And all the lighting inside changes, all the ambient lighting and all that, depending on what mode you're in. Real volume knobs, because this is the older infotainment system. Same thing on the AC. You got your dual climate control, actual knobs, 3 stages of ventilated seats, 3 stages of heated seats, the dual climate, which is nice, wireless charging, 2 USB-Cs, a 12 volt. This is going to control that 7-speed DCT, and you do have your start stop button nicely placed right next to it. Mode selector button, and you can shut off that pesky auto start stop feature. 2 cup holders, but they got to be octagon shape your drinks to fit in there. Older key fob, nothing too exciting, but hey, it does have remote start, which is nice. Soft material, open it up, easily put, I would say, 7 hot pockets in there. And hopefully they'll stay hot. I'll tell you right now, in the Florida sun, with the car parked and the AC off, they'll stay real nice and hot. They'll probably be boiling hot. The hot pockets will burn the inside of your mouth. Seats, love the leather style material, nice and soft. The red showing through the perforation, the stitching. Manual adjustment for the passenger, but I have full electric assist because I'm the driver, I'm the captain of the ship. And then you do have that nice size sunroof. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel in this GLI. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have this nice aluminum sill plate that does light up, LED lighting at night. Pedal box right out of a race car. I love the aluminum dead pedal, brake pedal, and throttle. And we have the GLI all-weather floor mats that's worth an extra 5 horsepower. I have power seat controls, including lower lumbar, and 3 memory seat settings. I'm 6 feet tall, feels good in here. Steering wheel, nice quality leather, the perforated, the smooth, the flat bottom, the GLI badge with a little bit of red. The big zonk is where they put the heated steering wheel buttons, and to be honest with you, all of these buttons, because it just gets fingerprints all over it. And this one you accidentally hit when you're driving on your favorite twisty road. You do have paddles. They are plastic to go up and down the 7-speed DSG, and you do have a 10.25-inch digital gauge cluster. I like the way the colors change when you go into the different modes. So you'll see when you go into eco, things get like a little teal bluish. Comfort, they're yellow because you got to go to the bathroom. Then we have purple, and then we have red for sport. Manual tilting and telescoping wheel, and no head-up display. But why don't we go ahead, let's get in the back seat and see what the GLI has over the SI. All right, guys, back seat time. And just like the SI, you're getting plenty of room back here. Once upon a time, this would be considered a mid-size sedan. Now this is obviously the compact class. No pocket behind the driver. So that is a sad day, because if you have your Wonka bars, because you're trying to get that gold ticket and you want to put them in here so that they're not sitting on your lap and getting melted, they're going to get melted. And who knows if you even have the golden ticket. What you don't have is anything back here. No USB-C, no USB-A, no 12 volt, no AC vents. There's not even 2 cans and a piece of string so that you could talk to somebody back here. That is a big zonk. Thank God I have my own pocket over here. We already know that I have the golden ticket. Plus I already ate the chocolate. But I'll rent you this pocket for $10 a mile. And you can put your chocolate back here. Sitting here, the seats are comfy. Love the softness. You do have nicely padded armrests with your 2 cup holders. What I do have to fix is this. This is my pet peeve. Okay, that's better. But I like how you have a little bit of bolstering even on the rear seats. But why don't we go ahead, let's get in the trunk, because I want to see how this thing drives compared to an SI. All right, guys, time to get into the trunk. What's nice about sedans is that even though they're compact size, they still have a ton of room. And this one is ridiculous. 14 cubic feet of space gives you more room than a Honda Civic Si. We do have the handles here where you could fold down the rear seats. 60-40 split, and I think you're gonna like this as well. You do get a spare underneath the cargo area. But why don't we go ahead? It's about that time. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go for a little on-throttle spin and see how the GLI stacks up against an SI. Guys, we left Brandon Volkswagen. We're in this 2024 Jetta GLI. I have it in sport mode, and right now I'm just gonna let the dual clutch transmission do its thing. What's great is that you have awesome visibility, really nice comfort in here, and it's a good place to be. It really, really is. Let's see how the on throttle feels. On throttle, here we go. Nice. It's just something about the GLI, the GTI, and of course the Golf R that just put a big, huge smile on your face. I mean, they're fun cars to drive. They're peppy, and they're very engaging. The communication through the wheel is great. Getting out onto the road here, it's really, really comfortable. Seats could use a little bit more bolstering, and I think that's the big thing, is that when you look at the Civic Si, the Civic Si is going to feel a little bit more sporty, a little bit more racy. The seat material is cloth in the Si, but the bolstering is more intense than what you're going to find in the Jetta GLI. So I guess the good news is it's more daily driver friendly. This, of course, with the DSG, 7-speed DSG, I'm going to go ahead and put it into manual shift mode, and we're going to shift with the paddles here. So that will show us just how responsive it is going from gear to gear, whether it's up a gear or down a gear. And you take the shift lever and you actually push it towards the passenger seat to get it into manual shift mode. But the steering wheel feels awesome with the materials. There is some sound getting pumped in, but it's nothing too obnoxious, which is nice. You do get pumped in sound, of course, with the Honda Civic Si. And I just love the use of all the real deal knobs and buttons in here. That makes life a lot easier. But if you're ready, I'm ready. First gear, on throttle. Here we go. Nice. Quick shifts. Really is one of those types of transmissions that is very, very intuitive, whether it's shifting by itself, or if you're using the paddles, upshifts and downshifts are just seamless. They really, really are that simple. And just very balanced. I mean, even with the sedan being a little bit larger than the Si, it's still very, very stable, very balanced. And remember, you do have the adaptive dampers all four corners, which change depending on what mode you're in. And I love having the performance gauges. That to me is a nice little extra kind of plus when it comes to this vehicle. But being a good daily driver, I mean, this is definitely checking off the boxes. And like I said, upshifts and downshifts are seamless in this thing. It just puts a smile on your face. That's what's great about these cars, is that they're fun cars to drive. And eventually, I'm sure the Jetta is gonna meet its demise. I mean, just like the Passat, because unfortunately, sedans are not selling as well as SUVs. On throttle, here we go. Nice. You are getting some pumped in sound, but the good news is, like I said, it's nothing too obnoxious. Downshifts are so great. And that's another thing, is remember that Civic Si, manual transmission only. So just something to remember. On throttle, here we go. But the shifts are just so fast. I think that's another thing you're gonna enjoy, is just how good of a dual clutch transmission this really is. Brakes feel good. Nice weight to the steering wheel. Doesn't feel numb. And the power gets to the ground really well, even with this being a front wheel drive vehicle. Let's go on throttle one more time. You ready? On throttle, here we go. Nice. It's just very, very balanced. A lot of fun. Seats feel great, heated and ventilated. but you're not getting ventilated seats in the SI. Just something to think about. And I love the color. The color of this one is fantastic. But I'm hoping that this has been a good, quick overall review of what the Jetta GLI is bringing for 2024. We're gonna get back to Brandon Volkswagen and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, another great day in so many ways here at Brandon Volkswagen. Definitely want to thank Paul and the rest of the crew getting us access to this 2024 Jetta GLI. Let me know what you think. Are you going GLI or are you going SI? Which way do you like your I? Do you like it with an S in front of it or do you like it with a GL in front of it? That's what it boils down to, the alphabet. Let me know down in the comment section, but if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rise family. Need to give it up to Stephen Flood, working the camera like the champion that he is. He's wearing his championship videography belt that he won in his last filming competition. Great job, Stephen. Show him some love in the comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.